Hello, people. How are we all doing? I hope you're all right. Ian and Danny, how you doing, mate? Even Dan. Oh, two Dans. The real Dan, please stand up. Hope you're all doing well. Apologies for last night's stream being cancelled. Just basically, well, not cancelled, redone for tonight. I just wasn't feeling it. I needed to just have a bit of break, wasn't feeling it. And I had fun playing with my kids as well, which was all needed, all good for the whole mental health and stuff like that. DJ just said mental health check-in, please, people. Let us know how you are feeling. I'd say I'm about a 6.5 today. Ian and Jez, how are you? Ian and John, how are you? I'm not too bad, thank you very much, mate. How are you? How are you doing tonight? How's your weekend been so far? Saturday without football, weird, innit? It's so weird. Ian and Geordie, how you doing, mate? I hope the head is still doing well and that you're doing well, mate. Again, congratulations on getting a trophy at last. Such a long time and well deserved. But yeah, it's been a weird week in a sense because there's a lot of things that I broke on Twitter. If you're not on Twitter or X as it's now known, no one actually calls it X. Elon, just a FYI. I broke this. I have. But yeah, there's been a lot of things that I broke this week on the old X. Went to Tide. I did a podcast with Simon, who is 1867 News, who've been dropping a lot of facts and figures and stuff. And one of the big ones is that Beadle apparently is all gone. Sunderland, I think they'll blow playoffs. Doesn't feel like Saturday. I've been up all the hours watching F1 and we're not done yet. Yeah. It don't feel like Saturday when there's no football. It feels very weird. But I'm not going to knock it myself because the whole situation of doing like having the international break, what I need. I need the international break just to have a little break for myself and stuff, so it's what's needed. England under Tuchel are still shit and utterly boring. Kind of agree. Ian and John, how are you, mate? How did you get on today? I've literally not watched anything apart from the England stuff today. Yesterday even. Ian and Eddie, how are you, mate? I hope you're well. I'll take them off because I do my head in. But yeah, it's been a weird one because I'm all ready to start thinking about stuff for next season and start doing all the videos ready for like who are we keeping, who are we not keeping. Didn't play my international break for us. You got too many players on break then, which is probably a good thing for you. Give you guys a chance to think. My glass is playing up. But yeah, it's one of those interesting ones where I need to break, but I'm planning and starting to sort out video for next week and how I want things to do. I think the reason why it was boring was because Albie just sat back, just like the last 20 minutes. Yeah, they did. They sat back. They didn't really do much. They just tried to soak up pressure. But we're not. You got to remember with the Tuchel thing, don't expect it suddenly to click straight away. It probably won't. It'll probably take a while for it to click. And it's interesting that we're like planning stuff already. And I know a lot of people are still in the camp of Danny going in the summer. So what's the point of talking about what plans are happening and stuff like that? Well, they're still going to happen even if he does go, because even if he doesn't go, then you've got no plans set up ready because anything can happen. Anything can fall through. Anything might be under the radar and not done. Until something's officially done, it's very much like a transfer. You go with until it's done, it's business as usual. And it is looking more and more likely that they're going after Southampton more than anything. Absolutely, we played 18 games in 63 days leading into the break, so much needed. I like what I saw from England last night. We did have an intent to try and win the game on the Duke. We had a little bit of an intent. It just felt a bit weird in terms of how we were trying to attack it. It did feel like we were going for it, but the problem is that it's going to take a while for some of these players to unlearn Southgate ball. And I think if you can get that done quickly, then fantastic. But it's early days. It's early days when you think about it, because he can have to have a couple of matches, a couple of tournaments to get it right and see what he can do. Tuchel will get there, I believe, but it's just going to take a while. And when you've been managed and had that kind of way of getting going, it takes a while for the muscle memory to go. But it is what it is, and we'll see what happened. But the whole Wednesday situation, I did the video talking about Pepper and Danny Rull talking about the future, and then we got a load of good youngsters coming through. Our issue is, can we be able to convince them to stay, A, in the academy, B, not go to the other side? Because there's a couple that will probably go to the other side, you know. There is a couple that go to the other side if they know they can get a better run in the academy. And there are a couple that are already starting to talk. But it's like one of the things that's annoying me right now. This week, we should have been having stuff come out from the club going, we've extended this person contract, we've extended this person contract, we've extended this contract, we've extended this contract. West Ham want Danny Ings gone on a free at end of the season. If we sold Gassama, we could take him. Maybe. His injury record is my issue with Ings. It's injury record for me. I think recently it's been knee injuries, and knee injuries are notoriously bad at going wrong, especially with our training facilities and our pitch. I don't want anyone going near us who've got dodgy knees, to be fair. People who are saying Tuchel shouldn't be Englishman, it should be an Englishman, haven't got... I think the thing is that anyone saying that is, I get it, I understand it, it's that whole thing, but at the same time, it's also that whole situation of he has actually won things. Like when Southgate got the job, what had he actually done? He hadn't done any. He was closest to get us anywhere to any kind of final, and he just couldn't finish the job. And the problem is with things like that, you've got to be careful, because you don't want to start bringing that kind of rhetoric into it, because it will happen. Happens all the time. There's a lot of people who don't like us having Danny Rull as manager because he's German. And there is some of that. So you have to be very, very careful with that kind of talk and how that go. But it's early days. It's early days under Southampton. Bloody hell. Under Tuchel, and we go from there. It's what we'll do. Really need to get a training. We really need to get a training ground sorted. We either need to move from it and actually find some land and build on it and just get it sorted, or in the summer a whole revamp of that training facility need doing with the groundman's ideas going forward. Because if we keep training on the pitch when it comes to the winter time and it's frozen again, we're gonna get absolutely screwed again. Every time we get screwed due to the pitch, because we don't have the facility to get it all sorted. Luckily, we do have someone in the new groundman who got years and years in experience and will know what to do with this and have the right contact to try and get things that we need to get done. But the other issue we've got with our training ground, we don't own it. It's Sheffield City Council owned. And the problem I've always had is if Sheffield City Council go, we need to make some funds, let's just sell that bit of land, they can just sell it. Carly never wanted it. No, he didn't. Can the groundman play centre-back? No, sadly can't. Centre-backs is something what we're looking at needing in the summer. It's looking like we're probably not going to see Matt Lowe for the rest of the season either. There's talk that he could be out for 7 weeks. If that's the case, that's his season done, and we're back to 1 in, 1 out situation. Look at Ulf Sicko. He won stuff and what he did, and Roll won nothing, and look how he did. Not always a manager with experience. It's the first with experience is the first win to win more. True. Yeah, I heard about that, which is fair. He's doing good at the under-21. He's doing really good at the under-21s. He's building that kind of situation for the England under-21s. He's building that kind of cement of how you can get going. And let's talk about the under-21, because Beadle had another clanger. Absolute clanger. Wasn't great at all. So hopefully that don't knock his confidence going into the run we got going. And the thing is, for Wednesday, in a Wednesday point of view, we got a lot of games that are winnable after this international break. Like, a real bunch of these games are winnable. 19 people, by the way, 12 likes. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. There's a lot of games that are winnable at the end in our running. And if we can win some of these, we could be laughing. We could be laughing at having a really good season. The problem is, a good season on the pitch means nothing if it's going chaotic behind the scenes. And that's the problem I got. The problem I got is if we have the situation off the pitch, because it sounds like off the pitch, it's all chaotic as anything. It's not great. Sicko got carried by Watford team, to fair. What if there's something in the contract when he plays, he has to play every game? There could be. There could be something where it says he's got to do that, but it all depends. Those contracts are a bit weird. I don't like clubs who put in clause of where it said they've got to play every game. I think that is not right, but I get why they do it. They want to make sure that player gets enough game time and has a full season. Again, no, we brought in a lone player. A lone player is here to do what he's doing, which is learn what to do right and what to do wrong, and he'll have some of the things that he's done wrong and learn from that. And the thing is, Beadle's still got so much years of doing. Charles did very well. He did some really good passes and looked really confident. And the thing is, I think I'm still in my mind, Pierce Charles is our number one next season, without a shadow of a doubt. He's number one next season. Unless something happens in terms of a sale, I think number one next season is Pierce Charles. And I think you use those feet that he got for building out from the back, and that's how you build up your squad next season. And you work around a couple of players. Like, we got 11 players out of contract in the summer. Ian and Macaulay, how you doing, mate? We got 11 players out of contract in the summer. There's some that, if they get given a contract, they'll sign it. So you're talking to Baz and Palmer. I don't know, Palmer may even turn around and say, I want to play a bit more than I'm doing now, so I'm going to go elsewhere. Like, if Palmer went, it would be sad, but it means we really are starting to turn over the old guard. You would have to figure out who else to be in there. We know Michael Smith deals up at the end of the season. Like I said, there's a lot of people who are on good stuff. Like Masaba got an option as another year, and I think he's going to sign that option. I think they're going to put it in front of him. He'll sign it, and we'll have Masaba for another year. And hopefully we sit down and do a contract extension with him during that year. I like to see Palms go into a back role. I don't know if he's ready for that yet, but I believe that's something he'll do. I do think that's something he will do eventually, but I think he can still play a little bit more, maybe, than what he do now. Lodo Luente, how you doing, mate? I hope you're good, mate. I hope everything's good on your end. But you look at the out-of-player contract list. It's interesting. Give me a minute. Transfer market. If we can get a striker in and Ubbo can start firing, then I put Cads out on loan for another season. I wouldn't put Cads on loan for another season, because you put him out on loan for another season, he's then into his last 2 years at the club. And then you're looking at potentially him leaving for nothing. I personally wouldn't. I would give Cadamartri a full run next season in the first team. Like, generally, I think next season he needs a full run and actually be given chances off the bench. And Wado one way the bench play, but starts a couple of games starts the games that are Tuesday, Saturday games. So he's doing the Tuesday games instead. I think Cads have got a big role to play next season. Masaba's a decent player, just did decision. Yeah, the thing is, when he's decision making, fine and on point, he's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant, but again, decision making is the issue we have with him. Again, I say it all the time. We know Shea and James will go back. Bannon's out of contract. Smith's out of contract. Palmer's out of contract. Pato's out of contract. Johnson's out of contract. Pole's out of contract. Atkins out of contract. Masaba's out of contract. Sissoko will go back. And then also, Sissoko, let's just talk about Sissoko here. Sissoko, we haven't seen hardly anything of him. We brought him in and we've not played him. Like, generally, we've not played the lad, which really boggled my mind. We've not played the lad at all. And I would like us to see us sign Sissoko, but we've hardly seen him. I believe there is an option on Sissoko, but I think it's an option I don't think we'll take. We haven't seen anything. If we signed him, then brilliant, great. But at the same time, I would also be like, is that what we need? Like, I think you look at Olaf, who's on a contract till 2028. He won for the future. You look at, and there's a lot of players who we don't know what their contract situation is. Like, you look at Chalobah. We don't know if that's a year-long thing. Need to start him and Ugbo together. Not a bad shout. A Wickway. We think he contracts out at the end of the season. See what he's like. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. He does need to start. I think the games after Christmas, he needs to start after Christmas. Bloody hell. After the international break, he needs to start. He just needs to start games. End of the day, no coconuts, start him. Don't have this thing while I'm playing this and this. I'm doing this and this. Play him. I'm so tired. Charlie McNeil's on a long-term contract. I want to see Charlie McNeil get games. The tree's not up yet. I want to see Charlie McNeil get games. There's so many players who you want to start seeing us get just in the squad, because we're now in that position where we know we're safe to a point. We're safe, and there'll be a point where we'll either be in the running for it or we're not in the running for it. The thing is, if you take what we did last season, they can use a lot of last season to go, well, we were down and out and no one backed us and no one thought we could do it. And maybe they use that same mentality again. It's bloody hot for the time of year. Yeah, it is. Don't say I got 2 kids' birthdays in Christmas. But it's that whole situation where you got to make sure that you've got everything in the right setting so we can build. And the thing is, what we need to do, we need to build on this next season. The problem is, with everything that's going on behind the scenes with Wednesday, with all the things that have been leaked all over Twitter, yeah. With all the things that have been leaked over Twitter and stuff like that, and the fact that Southampton have not got him sorted and haven't really said what they're doing yet, and we're still waiting on that to happen. You've got all these if, buts, and maybes and things to go into, and you're like, what is actually going to happen? Our summer is going to be so interesting yet again, because we're going to be going into a summer where it's a massive rebuild and a lot of we don't know what's going on. We need to get contracts sorted this time around so we don't need to complete a rebuild the summer after next. We do, but we don't do that though, John. He runs Chansiri for all the time he's had the club. He has a habit of only doing contracts at the end of the season. Right now, he should be sat down with players and getting it sorted. Southampton? Yeah, they are apparently looking at Liam Rosenior, who's doing a really good job in, I think he's in France. I want to say he's in France or he's in Belgium. But they are looking at Liam Rosenior, and he's looking like the other option. And you know what? He's the one that I think they might go for more than Danny. I think he'd be cheaper on the compo. And him coming back to England, he can go, I've done that. And you look at what he did with Hull that season. He did a really good job with Hull. All I know is managers and players come and go, but we'll still be here no matter what. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But also, just to throw a little bit of a curveball into this. If, say, things don't start going well with DC, and say DC still doing old DC tricks kind of thing, right? Look at what just happened at Reading. Reading's owner have been told, you are got to sell the club within 28 days. and it's counting. It's now, I think it's 27 days. They have got to sell. He has got to sell the club, or that club is going to get kicked out of the EFL. Now, the problem is that a lot of Thai businessmen, they let companies go, and then they end up making them fall, and then they start again. You're not going to be able to do that. If Reading goes out the Football League, they're going to have to start again. The thing is, that does give a little bit of a thing where you can say, right, you have to sell. But at the same time, it puts a time stamp on it so they can drag their heels. So it's all that kind of thing. I rate Limusina, so I hope, yeah, same. Do you think he does contract talks at the end of the season because that's when they run out on FIFA? To be fair, I think he does it because that's how normal business will work. I generally think normal business, if your contract's about to end, you only negotiate it at the end of your contract. And I think that's why he does it like that. He doesn't do it in the middle. DC could do with offering Danny an improved contract expectation. He could do, but the problem with that is him doing that is I don't see him doing it. I don't see him doing it at all because Danny's already said he can stay till the end. He contracted this. For Danny to sign a new contract, there need to be things said to him and guarantees. Now, it's already looking like guarantees have already been broken by the sounds of things, by some of the stuff that come out. Like, we did here's the big one. Kevin Beadle came in as we did a whole thing about him being our head of recruitment. He's our head of recruitment, gonna do this. It's now come out that there was a falling out in the middle of January. And apparently he's only been in the role as a consultant, not head of recruitment. So he's not had that official title as head of recruitment apart from on the thing. He's been a consultant. And this is alleged, by the way. You've got to remember this is all alleged. Nothing official, but this is alleged what's happened. And you look at how many times DC work with so-called advisors, it would make sense. It would make a lot of sense. Is it right that Roll Compo package is Prem clubs only and Southend don't actually have to pay? So the situation with Roll is it's more money if it's a Premier League club. It goes down if they are a Championship club. So if they are a Championship club, it's a lot cheaper for them unless they're a Prem club. That's one of the reasons why they're not going, but I think they're waiting until they're officially confirmed relegated, but they'll still technically be a Premier League club. So they still have to pay that amount. So that's the deal with it. So if it's a Premier League club, they have to pay through the nose for him. Pay a higher compensation. If they're in the Championship, it's lower. And I think it's something stupid like the lower compensation clause, it like knocks $1 million off the total. Also remember, all the coaching staff are out of contract in the summer. So that's more contract DC got to sit down and redo. So not only have we got 11 players out of contract, we've then got how many people in the thing have got to go. I think Ipswich could be Luton next season. I don't think it'll be a bad. Eddie, I don't think it'll be a bad. I think Ipswich had the right idea what they were doing. The problem is that they probably went up at the wrong time for them. They've probably done a Burnley where Burnley went up, then came down, and then used the money to improve even more. I think Ipswich could be the Burnley that go up the second time and stay there for a bit. I doubt if they got all the best Championship players. I think they'll do all right next season. I do think the Championship, Premiership to Championship, there is a bridge there, and 9 times out of 10, the clubs that go up normally come straight back down, and it's you get the odd couple of seasons where it's either all 3 come down, or you have it where if 1 or 2 come down and then 1 stays up. They will lose some depth. Omar Hutchinson, I can see. Yeah, I can see them going. The talk that the lap is wanted back by Man City, and they'll have first dibs anyway because there'll be a sell-on clause that'll trigger. That'll say if the bid comes in, they get to match it or make it higher. They get first dibs in that certain things. 26 people watching, 17 like. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. But there's a lot I could see going, but there's a lot I think that could do well. I think for me, the whole situation with the league, like, if you actually have a look at the EFL table, and I'll bring it up in a minute for you. Let me just move some things around. I think they will win the league. They'll have 100% lead though. Luton are using all their money to build a new stadium at the expense of their squad gamble, and it's not paid off. I agree. That is exactly what they've done. It's not worked, but they'll get the ground that they want. Really interesting at the bottom though. It's 33 point Plymouth, 35 points Luton, 38 Derby, 39 Cardiff, who we got next. You got to remember, playing Cardiff next is huge for down in the bottom. But down in the bottom, playing Cardiff is absolutely massive because we can have a say in that kind of relegation crap. And I think it's a say that could be interesting because we got Stoke as well and Hull. Like some of the clubs we got coming up in games. I'll tell you something. We could be causing some clubs issues. What? Cardiff when we get back. Then it's Hull. Cardiff, Hull. Then it's Blackburn Rovers, which will be looking to try and cement it. It's at Oxford, who are still in and around it. It's then a busy weekend of, where is it? Middlesbrough. And I think that following Monday, we play, I want to say Stoke. Can't find it. Middlesbrough. We've got Stoke on the 16th. There's a lot there. Let's have a look. I can see Cardiff beating us 1-0 and having about 20 shots, and they have one on goal. Yeah, but you're going on what's happened all season, mate, Eddie. That literally what's happened all season. With Luton, their signings weren't good enough in the summer. That's why they have done bad. True. That means they'll bring back Delap. If they bring back Charles too, will they want to resell him higher, or are they looking to play both in first team? Well, Man City would have to buy both Delap and Charles, because Delap is owned by Ipswich and Charles is owned by Southampton. So if they did bring them back, I don't think it's a case of reselling higher. No, I think it would be a case of putting them in the first team, because they've been on Man City books, but Delap and Charles are two players who've got like first dibs. I think Derby, Stoke and Plymouth. Oh, interesting. Charles go to City, then he can come back for another loan. Yeah. I fear for Stoke. I do fear for Stoke City. Their running isn't the best. Let's have a look at what Stoke matches are. End of the season. Stoke have got QPR, Preston, Luton, Cardiff helps them, but the last 3 games, they've got Leeds, Sheffield United, and if that's not gone right, that could cause an interesting one. And Derby. And it could be, you could have a situation like Derby County versus Stoke. Whoever wins stays up. We could make a real interesting talk for the rest of the season. So it's very interesting that I think it'll go down to the wire. Hilton need to be a fortress for the rest of the home games if we want. Yep, I agree. I think it might actually do Stoke good to go down and try and rebuild. It probably would, but I'd be intrigued to see how quick they rebuild and how good they do. Let's have a look at what Cardiff's remaining games are. Let's have a look. Cardiff have got us, QPR, Preston, Stoke, Sheffield United, Oxford, West Brom and Norwich. So that a tough little run in for them, for Cardiff. Go back. Where is it? Hull. Let's have a look at Hull City. No, I want to look at Hull, please. Thank you. Hull City. I got Luton, us, Watford, Coventry, Swansea, Preston, Derby, Plymouth. Not Plymouth, Portsmouth even. It's interesting. It's really interesting. It's good we're not involved in relegation conversation whatsoever. It's weird because it feels so odd because it's a season where we got, in theory, nothing to play for. Yeah, we have got something to play for as well. Who do you think get promoted? I think Burnley, Sheffield United get promoted. I don't know if Leeds will bottle it. The problem is, Burnley, the team that I look at possibly being able to cement themselves in the automatics, because I can just see Sheffield United and Leeds battling it out to who takes that playoff spot. Because I just feel like the games that they're going to mess up, especially Leeds. Like Leeds, shall I tell you what the biggest issue Leeds have got? They have got 1, 2, 3. What did I say? Manchester United. Leeds has already announced they're friendly for next season. Yeah, Manchester United. Jesus Christ. Okay. I think it's Leeds, Burnley, Sunderland win playoffs. Play bottle it. I think Leeds, Burnley, and whoever finished 6th. Burnley will guff it with 1-0. Thing is, for me, here's something really interesting. 12:30 kickoff for Leeds. They do not do well and they drop points. They drop a lot of points at 12:30 kickoffs. And they got 1, 2, 3 12:30 kickoffs coming up in the back end of the season. At home, they're very good. Away, away, they have a bit of a drop. And 12:30 kickoffs, they're not great at. Pig versus Burnley will decide second place. I agree. I would hate to play Burnley and play. Oh, yeah, same. I would rather have Blaze in playoffs than Burnley. It'll be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I think the other thing is, what you got to remember is, we can only do what we're doing, right? And right now, all we can do is push on and try and push on the best as our ability. Kind of thing. Really? Let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is. Do you think City will be found guilty? No. If they do, I don't think it'll do anything. I don't think it'll do anything at all. I'll be honest with you. I just don't. I think they'll find a way out of it. Generally, I do. I think they'll find a way out of it. Like, even if they go, oh, here's a fine, it doesn't mean anything. A fine means bugger all to them. They'll just pay it. Like, generally, I don't think there's much there. Oh, only thing with Leeds is when I saw them celebrate with the beat the pigs like they won the league. Rami Chanseri waving that shit on a stick. Yeah, I agree. I do agree. It does remind you of that. City will be found guilty, then Everton get deducted 10 points. Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works. And I'm actually kind of happy to see that Everton are probably going to stay up. Because I haven't really kept to see. Can we do an out of contract summer this summer, keep or move on. I am doing that some point. I think I'm doing that next week. Next week we're doing it. We're doing a live on that one next week. I just haven't decided what day I'm doing it on. But that is something that is happening, yes. That is going to be happening soon. There's going to be a video on it, and there's also going to be a there's going to be a video on it, and there's also going to be a live stream on it, so we can all do it together as well. So it's going to be like what I think it should be, and then what you think it should be. They always ruin it, yeah. But yeah, it's going to be interesting because you look at that bottom three in the Prem. For me, that's your bottom three. Ipswich, Leicester, Southampton. It's all the teams that came up for me. Everton, 34. Tottenham. You look at where Tottenham and Man United are, though. Look at that table for Tottenham and Man United. It's 14th and 13th, which is ridiculous. And you look at where Forest are on 54 points in third place, getting a Champions League spot potentially, which is even better. And I love to see it. Thing you do love to see. But crazy how Everton have never been relegated. They've always been in and around it, but I think they've got better ownership at last. So it will be interesting to see what happens. Sure, it's Everton fault, chances shit, and we are where we are. True. Yep. Agree. Like, but you look at that table, like, it's insane. Love to see Forest get same. Just tuned in, whatever, mate. I'll have a catch up on the treadmill. How you good? Hey George, how you doing, mate? Not too much. We're just having a bit of a roundup, talking about football in general, looking at other clubs in and around it. But we are going to do a stream some point. I might do it on Monday night, actually. I might do Tuesday. I might do Tuesday night, actually. And we'll do a whole list of players who are going to be in contract, but I'll do the video Sunday, then it give people a chance to talk about it. That might be what I do. Man United deserve a note from this season. They deserve nothing. They've been absolute crap, Man United, this season. They really have. It's what they deserve, to be fair. I resent the time I spent watching them. Yeah. I think the thing for me, you're looking at football being weird this year. I think this year football has been very weird when you look at stuff. We need to get a content. We do, but we probably won't, George. The thing is, I can see him only getting given a contract at the end of next season when he's a free agent. I can't see. If we were actually serious about keeping Gassama, we'd have a contract in front of him now. Like, generally, we'd have a contract in front of him right now. Go and sign it. And if we are really serious about what we're planning for next season with Danny, you'd be doing all the contract talks now. And him saying who are coming, who are not. But DC will only do it when it comes to it. Only time I've seen or give someone a contract early was... Cads, we did it. We did it with Windass when he had the knee injury. We did it with Dominic Iorfa around the same time. We have done it, but it's very, very short-term thinking. Our whole situation at Wednesday, short-term thinking for short-term game. There's no long-term plan. Like, I'd be really happy if DC came out and said, this is the plan. This is what we want to do. This is the plan. Right? That's what I want to do. We're not going to get that. We never get a plan about transfers. We just get set. When it comes to transfers, it's like, what's the budget for the transfer? Oh, we don't have a budget. It's like turning around to your... It's like when you were a kid and you went into a shop and you would turn around to your mum and dad and you go, I want this. Give me this. I want this. Can I have this? And they go, we'll see. And then the next time you go to the shop, you pick it up again. Can I have this? It's like, we'll see. And then you go to the next time, and then you eventually get it because they eventually say it up. There's not anything really concrete. He's not really picking up the phone to anyone. That's the issue, really, John. And I don't think we'll find anything about it yet. I think it's gonna take a while for us to hear anything. like proper. And the way we're hearing things, it becoming leaks. Like one of the big things on Twitter is the hashtag enough is enough when it comes to Sheffield Wednesday. The whole thing, enough is enough kind of thing. I didn't realize, Gassama's wages are stupid. Gassama's wages are the same as like an 18-year-old kid in the academy. It's like he's not got like proper wages for being a 13. Hello, mate. His wages are really daft, and it could be all weight. Chansiri should just give it to some. Yeah, I like 1867 new Lodo that went. I've never had a problem with Simon. Simon's always got a lot of things right, and he's always got a lot of things very right. And the thing is, he wants what's best for the club. He wants what's best for the club, as we all do. And the way he's talking about doing things, and the way he's talking about us all coming together as one, it's the right way of doing it. But there's so much division in the fan base over everything, and that's the problem. There's too much division. Like, there'll be a lot of people who'll be right now saying it's not the time to be talking about it because we've got 8 games left. We could do it, which I agree with. We have got 8 games left, and we could do it, which is something that we could definitely do. But then you've also got the time, like, when do you do it? Because if you do it in the summer, they're trying to build for transfer market. We'll have 11 players out of thing. I believe is at university in America, so I will put him around the 18, 19 age bracket, I believe, Eddie. Ian Inderan, there's a lot of stuff that 1816 new person says. The problem is, if you're going to do it, everyone needs to be in the right direction. But at the same time, like, I know in the summer already, I can already see it, that I am going to get abused for going to the Wednesday store and buying the Wednesday kits and reviewing them because it's lining DC pockets, right? I can already see it a mile away. But at the same time, my money, what I want to spend it on, I will not have a go at someone who gets a season ticket this season, next season, because they go and take the kids to the game, or they go with the dad, and maybe the dad's in elderly age and it's not much that they do together anymore, so they're going to go and do it. Oh yes, I need to do that. Lodo, I can probably do that in the house actually now, so I don't need to do it. I can get that sorted. I haven't got all my collection. That's my problem, Lodo. I don't have all my collection. A lot of my collection is missing, sadly. That's the thing. I say that I'm buying it. My mum buying it for me. Yeah, I get that, mate. It's like with me. I bought a couple of things in the 50% sale. I got a couple of bits and pieces for family members, and it's just one of those things. You look at what we are trying to do and what the club needs to do and how things need to go. It just keeps feeling like it's falling flat. I love having a shirt, adding to my collection. I like doing the reviews, more so for the fans that are not Sheffield local, more for the fans who are international. So if there's someone coming all the way from Cornwall to buy a shirt and they're not sure about it, or say it's someone who's buying the shirt and they live all the way in Cornwall, they can watch my video to decide if they want to get it or not, or what size to go up to, because the sizing might be different from last season, like we've had in the past. That's why I do the shirt review, because I like to help the people who maybe not be able to be knit round the corner and pick one up. That is the reason I do it. You know what I mean, Dannington. Ian in Dannington, by the way. But I got a lot of the Owls America lot. That I just buy a away shirt, to be honest. I'll be buying next season's as well. The thing is, I'll be interested to see how many they pre-ordered the white shirt. Like, that blackout shirt sold out in a day. I queued up with someone I know around where I live, and we got that shirt and I think we were halfway around the car park when we got there, and we got it. And perfect shirt. I love all three of them. I think it's good that we've been able to use all of them as well. Like next season, I got the blackout queue for hours. Yeah, so do we. But when the queue started moving, it was fine. I think for me, it was when people started to like buy multiple shirts, and then they were trying to try things on because they didn't know the size and stuff. I do like that blackout shirt though. It's a really nice kit. I'll be honest, the one thing I wanted from a Wednesday kit for ages was a blackout shirt. So the moment they made that a thing, I was like, that getting bought by. What pissed me off with the blackout shirt though, because there was only so many, they should have numbered them. The blackout shirt should have been numbered. Then it would have felt a little bit more special, if that makes sense. Like numbering your shirt inside, like on the collar or something, or on the tag, just so it felt a little bit more special. Like going, you got number 150. I wouldn't mind if we kept the blackout for next season. With a certificate, something of that nature would have been nice, yeah. Like, you look at this white kit that they're looking at doing for next season. Long story short, not pre-ordered it. Didn't have the money at times. And I wasn't also, daft as this sounds, I wasn't pre-ordering something I hadn't seen. It's all right saying, oh, it's the kit from the 1970s. It's great. Okay, the kit from the 1970s and then the kit that you actually make are two different stories. Isn't the old badge isn't the old badge one meant to be blacked out? Wait, the old badge. I'm not pre-ordering a shirt that I've never seen. Yep, same. I like the black to roll over to next. I like the blackout shirt to roll over to next season. Even if we just have it as a second, third shirt, if our away shirt and everything doesn't clash. By the way, dear Wendy, whatever colour you decide to go, that will go the same colour. Just don't do green. It's going to be yellow in it, and I'm going to have a yellow hair. It can do my head in. It's going to be weird. If I do yellow, it's going to have to be just blonde. Because no way I'm having that colour yellow. Give more people opportunity to buy it. Yep, I agree. Yeah, probably. I do purple. Kit. And I do purple hair. You what? Next season's away shirt, black. And our first shirt, white. Our shirts this season are the best in my opinion. They've been good. I think it's time for the turquoise away kick. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see what they do. Like, I don't know how many you are on actually Twitter or X, because the rumor is, and it's all speculation from Simon said it from 1816 News, he normally spot on, but it's seeming like the reason we did a 50% sale of the kits was to generate more money, because apparently, according to 1867 News has said, we have not paid the bill for this season's kits. And if that's the case, it's not great. I'd take a punk kit like into Miami. Oh, that'd be good. That'll be good. That would be good. That would be good, actually. That would be brilliant. So apparently that's the reason we did the 50% sale. What gets me, why did you only run it for a week? Why did you only run the sale for a week? Who remembered the yellow shirt from about 10 years ago? Yep, got it upstairs. They could bring back the purple and gold stripe you used to have. Yeah, that'd be good. I like the gold with the either black pinstripes or the purple pinstripes, like the sunset. Yeah, I did like when we did the black children's hospital shirt. I also liked the children's hospital shirt when we did that season, when we originally did it, because it was green printed into the actual material. It wasn't like tacked on. It was actually printed. I think it's some sublimation technique was good. But yeah, that would be good. That would be good to see you do that. I like the black and yellow and white shirt. Yep. The thing is, the shirt I am still trying to find, and I look for it every month, and I found it once, but I wasn't paying 100 quid for it. Like there's a couple of like my death moving. That's why that's moving. Yep. I like the black, yellow, and white shirt, the Celtic one. It's the first shirt from when we had the white and the light blue. Never do a red kit. Wouldn't buy it. Wouldn't get bought. I saw something on Facebook with a lass who, for Red Nose Day, it was like, you got to wear something red. And she's like, went in a Wednesday kit with a sign saying, I don't own anything red. The Blaze playing red and white. I only own, so I'm wearing my Wednesday kit. It was really clever. I think the only kit that I've got that's red is a Maltby Main kit. That's the only kit I've got that's red. I haven't bought random football shirts in a while, actually. I bought the children's charity sponsor home shit off eBay. We went to tell 11 of that. Nice. You can get some good deals and some really good looking shirts or something. Hate it when people put Sheffield United and Wednesday shirt together. Yeah, that's a bit... Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that with any club. I don't like half and half gloves. I don't like half and half shirts. I don't think it... Yeah, vomit. If it's for an occasion, then I've got no problem with it, because sometimes you get people who get married, so they put them together. Or if it's for like a relative who may have died, where one relative was this and another relative was that, yeah, that's fine. But anything else, I don't think is wrong. I really do. There are a lot of fakes on eBay, but there's a lot of... You got to look out for it. The way to do eBay should be really smart. Like, if you are smart in what you're looking for, especially the older shirts, you're looking at older shirts a lot easier. Newer shirts, a lot more fake to come out. A lot more fake to come out. And remember, we'll know what our home and away shirt looks like by D8 gate. So we'll know what it looks like. Only half and half scarf I have is I went to Newcastle because my granddad's in Newcastle. See, things like that, Eddie, I don't mind. I don't mind that because that's got a personal reason to why you've done the half and half. It's not because of, like, there's a sentimental thing to it. That's fine. That's generally fine. Have a good one, mate. Yeah, I'm going to try and watch the F1 in the morning. We've done that, though, Dannington. We did that with the anniversary shirt. We did that with one of the anniversary shirts. We have done design your own shirt, and we've done that. And it sold very, very well and very quickly. It was the anniversary 150 shirt. That was designed by a fan. One of the nicer ones, actually, I like. I like the first shirt for every club always to be designed by a fan and then voted on by the fans. And then each time you do it, what you do is when that fan's shirt gets done, the fan gets to have the shirt he designs signed by all the players at the club, framed, and go, your shirt, this is the shirt you designed, and they can put it on a wall or something. And then give him one that's not signed, that's his one. Yeah, we did design it. We did have a shirt designed. Like, there's a lot of my shirts, a lot of them. I've got an old Wednesday hat, which is really old. I wouldn't mind a pink away shirt. I didn't mind the pink away shirt when we were in League One. I liked it a lot. It's gonna be interesting what Mark can do with design next season. I wear my shirts at the end of the day. End up effing them up, like you said. Or like you said, losing. Yep. I do have the gold one. I do have the gold one, mate. Yes. Hang on. There should be a video on the channel, actually. Is there a video on the channel? Oh, God. Here we go. Punk Chef 41. Have to go find a video on his own channel. They could take a while. What season was that? Chef 41 shirts. That might work. Oh, look. Oh, badge. That one. Gold one. We had the IKEA shirt, didn't we? Yellow shirt. That shirt. The grey shirt. That one. Where is it? I got it somewhere. Max Low, the yellow shirt. Oh, God, me looking very young. Jesus Christ. Me looking extremely young. And my video's looking really crap. Look. Can I find it? Kit Talk live stream, not that one. Nah, I can't find it. I've done too many bloody videos. What I would like on the home shirt is like a map of what you would like, look up Eddie, the Tottenham Hotspur shirt they did. It's a green away shirt they did. That was really, really nice. I think I got that shirt actually. It was a green away shirt they did, and it had the map on it. And that's something like here's the thing for me. Like 7 years ago, I did a video, no shirt yet, lack of centre back at Sheffield Wednesday. 7 years ago, I could be doing the same video this year. I generally could be doing the exact same video yet again, kind of thing. But guys, I'm probably gonna leave it there. I've been going for about an hour now. But what we'll do is I will get my shirts out. I will get some of my shirts down, and I'll bring some of them down here. We'll have a look at some of them. I'll do a poll on which ones you want and what years I've got, and we'll go from there. But thank you. What do people think of Deal of England? I saw that. Have a good one, lads and ladies. Have a good one. I hope you are. Saw an advert on Facebook the other day for fashion polo shirt, blue and white. Try to look good. Nice. Have a good one, guys, and I'll speak to you soon.